Let me start off with this question. How do you feel about the current state of anime storytelling compared to past decades? But I guess we would need to know, how long have you been watching anime?
That's a good question right there.
That's a good question. That's definitely a good question. So I've always been a casual anime watcher. Not like
Mhm.
I used to watch Dragon Ball and didn't know the storyline for nothing. You know, I started out watching things like back in the day, like Wolf Rain, a bunch of old stuff that just used to come on like Cartoon Network late night. But I
Mhm.
wasn't following the storylines. I'm just watching them like, oh, this cool, this cool. So
Yeah.
that kind of kept me in the animations. But uh when I started like paying attention to storylines, it was around like Full Metal Alchemist, and Death Note. Those were my favorite two for a while. So that's when I got into it. And I like the storylines. But today, I think the storyline's probably getting a little cheesy, but I mean, as long as they can twist it and make it interesting, I'm all for it. Because a lot of them is just like, oh, you got these hunters or fighters that are ranked in classes, maybe from E to A or S. And then, of course, the weakest one would end up being like the strongest one. But
Yeah.
as long as you can keep me interested with that, I'm good. So,
Yeah,
Okay.
I get that, because at some point stories are gonna have to be repeated for
right,
animes, but it's what you like, the in between of that story, like with the character developments and the plot twist and everything. It's like, if you can just make it not predictable, and like, to me, I like that,
Okay.
because I don't like sitting there going like, oh my god,
Yes.
like I know what's about to happen. Like, this
Just
the same. It's like a fucking sitcom type shit. Like,
right.
you know there's gonna be laughter, you know there's gonna be a dumbass joke,
Okay.
but they like, it's like, you know it, but you don't know it at the same time. And I like that.
So I know a lot of people is going crazy on TikTok, and one of the biggest animes of the fucking year, I don't care what y'all say, is gonna win anime of the year 2 years straight in a row, which is Solo Leveling,
I mean, I think
and
it has to.
it's
sir.
going to. And a lot of people are tripping because they talking about what they took that from Hunter Hunter. No,
Yeah.
Hunter Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Okay. We have a thing about, because it says Hunter x Hunter, but real
Uh-huh.
anime watchers say Hunter Hunter, but we'll get into that later. But a lot of people are tripping about Hunter Hunter, what Solo Leveling taking the ant art from Hunter Hunter. Do you feel the same way about that?